Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and welcome back to the headline series on the Ukraine war conflict. And first thing first is the leadership change in the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. Uh, the Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, have announced that he wants to change the defense minister. So this guy, this Alexei Reznikov, basically the pretty infamous or famous defense minister of Ukraine, uh, is going to be replaced. And he has actually, in fact, submitted his resignation letter to the parliament of Ukraine. So let me show you the article. So this is him with his resignation letter. He's looking pretty satisfied, I guess. And the rumors about his resignation has been going around for some time, and in fact, he even go onto social media to debunk it himself. And my position was that I will only care if it until it happens. And in fact, it happens. The rumors previously was talking about him going to become the new ambassador to United Kingdoms. So let's see if this rumor will come to fruition. So he will be replaced, or at least rumored to be replaced, by Rustem Umerov. So Rustem Umerov, he's 41 years old. He's just 1 year older than me, but he looks like he's 20 years older than me. So he have co-chaired the Crimean platform. He is actually a Crimean Tatar. He is Muslim, and so basically he has done some things. So he will be taking over. And this is the resignation letter by Reznikov. And yeah, so he wrote about what he have done and achieved, and it will be submitted to the Rada, the what's the parliament name again? I forgot the parliament name. Yeah, some very cool name. Okay, so anyway, he will be replaced. And if this guy is a bit funny, because just because of these rumors, I already saw some not safe for work photos of him circulating on Twitter. So yeah, so it's gonna be a very very interesting time. And yep. So it's Verkhovna Rada. Sorry, I only remember it's a V, but I forgot what is the word. Um so this news covered. Then we have this massive viral news. No, something what significant happened. The Russian drone, allegedly a Gran 2, have landed in Romania. So this, according to the Ukrainians, the foreign ministry, Oleg Nikolenko, which is this handsome guy that looks like a CNN anchor, he said that a Shahid drone, basically the Russians will call it the Garant, have exploded on Romanian soil during a mass attack by Russia on the port of Izmail, which is actually this port. So they were hitting this port and allegedly hit Romania, according to the Ukrainians. And so the significance of this explosion on Romanian is that an attack on NATO country will trigger the Article 5, and this will make NATO have to perhaps go to war against Russia. And of course, the Ukrainians really would love that. And the Ukrainians basically say that this is a confirmation that the Russian missile terror is a huge threat to not just Ukraine but to the security of neighboring countries. And of course, because it's such a huge threat, we shall plunge the entire NATO neighboring countries into war. So that's basically what he wants. And he urged the partners to accelerate the provision of Ukraine with additional modern anti-missile and anti-air defense systems, despite that they had been successfully shooting down every single drone and missile that seems to be launched towards Ukraine. So yeah, not sure what to believe. Basically very confusing. And however, the Romanians immediately rejected the alleged incidents entirely. The foreign affairs ministers of Romania, Luminita Odoboscu, I forgot to put his photo on, said that the Russians attacking Ukrainians of course pose risk for her country. But however, and so because I read the word her, I thought that maybe the Sims that are following DPA might be interested to look at this pretty girl auntie. Anyway, so basically, she said that of course the Russians attacking the positions near Romania, of course, would be threatening. However, she denies that there's any significant threatening incidents so far, and basically they deny that anything happened. So between the night of 3 to 4th September, 32 Shahid Kamikaze drones basically hit Odessa and Dnipro, and so that is some massive drone attack, which is pretty normal by now. The Romanian defense minister say, the Ministry of Defense, of Romania said that they categorically deny that any of the Russian munition have crashed and exploded on the Romanian territory. So this is a very, very strong statement by saying categorically denied, basically saying that the Ukrainians are bullshitting. And the Ukrainians not taking this lightly. They say that we have photo evidence. The Dmytro Kuleba, the foreign minister of Ukraine, say that they have photographic evidence of the crash of the Shahid drone in Romania. Very interesting, because they say that they have evidence. And so he said that the foreign minister of Ukraine noted that the Romanian authorities decided to take a break to thoroughly investigate the situation and to draw a conclusion. Basically poking Romania, like as if Romania is Russia. So basically, he said that he believe in this case, the Romanians are now studying all aspects of what happened, and it's pointless to deny something fell there. We are confidently saying, based on evidence, that these are Shahid drones, and we have photographic evidence that fell there. And they say that the Romanians are cowards. They say that they don't want to escalate interpretation. Of course, they didn't say the word coward, but basically that's what he's trying to say. And he said that they are ready to share the evidence, but the final conclusions will still be drawn by the Romanian authorities, and also will decide what to do with them. But it's easier to just draw conclusion, but to do anything with them. So he's basically trolling and saying that the Romanians are hypocrites and totally forgetting that Romania is one of the countries that is helping Ukraine. So I just find this this way of foreign affairs management or diplomacy is uniquely Ukraine. To be honest, it's like you want Romania to help, and especially as NATO, as a collective, but you keep poking and making life extremely difficult for Romania. So yeah, very Ukrainian. So on top of that, Poland on the different news is a different news. Poland is now starting to deport Ukrainians back to Ukraine. However, of course, there's a caveat to it. It's not just any Ukrainians, but Ukrainians that is committing crimes. So according to a Polish newspaper called I can't read this word, but I will try. Respopolita, basically saying that the Ukrainians are now extraditing individuals back to Ukraine that are involved with illegal smuggling of Ukrainian men abroad. And basically, several other Polish media outlets reportedly also say that that the Poland has started to extradite conscript age men which left Ukraine illegally. So this publication, the publication UA Wire, reached out to the Polish Border Guard Service, and they confirmed that they have already deported Ukrainian citizens that facilitated illegal migration of undocumented individuals to Europe. And the article does not mention about any other categories. So they say that so the spokesman for the Polish police say that extradition is possible if Ukraine make the appropriate request, and the Polish court will make the decision. So if they make if they happen to detain a foreigner, for example, routine road checks, then they will show the system will show that whether this person is actually on the wanted list by the Ukrainians, as there are Interpol data. So basically, the Ukrainians can just put any name in the Interpol data and just say that no, this guy is going to is wanted, and the Romanians will basically extradite this person. Sorry, the Poles will basically extradite this person. And I find that this, but of course they say that it will still be decided by the Polish court, but it looks really convenient because Ukraine, is not exactly the kind of country that you can trust in terms of not abusing their laws. So this is looking like a terrible place to be in if you are Ukrainian, especially if you are, or to be honest, even if you entered Ukraine legally, I would suggest that you get out of Ukraine. If you enter Poland legally, I would highly recommend you to just leave Poland. Yeah, don't say I didn't warn you. So basically, anyone who so basically the Ukrainian citizens that have purchased fake certificate of unfitness for military service will be held accountable for their actions. So clearly that's basically everyone that is military age. And in a separate news, Putin have met Erdogan in a very high profile meeting. Putin basically invited I think Erdogan to Russia, and they met, and they discussed things about Ukraine, about Green deals, but Putin said that the Green Deal will not be resumed unless the West meet the demands on Russia's own export demands. So he said that the restrictions on shipping and insurance hampered its agricultural trade, and despite they actually shipped a record amount of wheat last year. So he said that if these commitments were honored, Russia could return to the deal within days. So Erdogan is expressing hope for a breakthrough to come soon. He's very positive. So totally, there's a detach between the words of Putin and Erdogan. Erdogan really want this wheat deal or this grain deal to come back. I suspect that maybe Turkey actually have a lot of benefits to have this green deal going on and passing through. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's some, I don't know, to be honest. I don't want to speculate. Anyway, so he hoped that they will reach a solution soon and meet the expectation in short time. They met in Sochi. So and finally with one final news, basically the Pope backtrack. He backtrack a bit in terms of his statement that it seems that was taken really badly by the Ukrainians, and basically put him on the kill list on the Ukrainians, saying that he is pro-Russia. And so Pope Francis said that he wasn't thinking about imperialism when he was commenting about Russia. So he was talking to young Russian Catholics in a video conference, and he spoke of the Tsar Peter I and Catherine II, both of which expanded Russian territories, and they say that these Russian Catholics are the heir of the great Russian Empire, and basically the Ukrainian streak in terror and disgust, and they all suffered heavy injuries and emotional damage, and they actually started to eat some soybean. But anyway, the comments caused the uproar, basically because the legacy of these Russian monarchs are basically great conquerors, thus justifying that Putin invaded Ukraine and annexed Ukraine is something great, So of course the Kremlin is really happy. They welcome the statement, and they actually praise the Pope for their knowledge of for his knowledge of Russian history. So Pope Francis backtracked. He said that maybe this wasn't the best way to put it, but he's speaking of the great Russia, more about culturally rather than geographically, but that's a very poor track back, because it's just like you say Genghis Khan is fantastic. The Mongolian Mongolian Empire have great culture. But that all comes because Mongolians conquered everyone. So yeah, he said that this is the off-the-cuff comments that came to mind because he studied Russian history, or rather Russian propaganda, according to the Ukrainians. And Peter and Catherine are just farmers. The Russian culture is such beauties and such profoundness, and it should not be cancelled because of political problems. And there were dark political years in Russia, but the heritage is there, available to all, that is actively being dismantled in Ukraine and all of Eastern Europe. So anyway, this is the headlines. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you still need my face to be around. I didn't show my face because thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.